Hi, Mark Reedy here. Just wanted to quickly go over an updated spreadsheet I created for you guys. And it's over here, it's number 26. Tatum's report equipment tires with current odometer. And a couple weeks ago I did one up here, number 8, tires installed for the entire fleet. This one is similar, but it's going to show you some different information. I've just updated it to add some new columns to it. So I'm going to go ahead and click to download this, and we'll open it up. Move this out of the way. And by the way, to get over to this spreadsheets page, you go to tatum.com/spreadsheets. That'll redirect you over here. If you want to search for a specific report that might have something in it that you're looking for, while you're on this page, you can press, typically it's F3, to open up the search, to search the current screen you're in. And now I could just type in the word tires, and you can see here that we've got a total of 5 lines, or the word tires comes up 5 times on this page. So they're all highlighted now, and if I scroll through we'll be able to see where they're at. So down here, that's it. Okay, so those are the different spreadsheets that are related to tires or have tires information embedded in them. Okay, so let me go back over here to the spreadsheet now. We've just opened that up, and so I'm going to go ahead and click on Enable Editing and Enable Content, and I need to link this up to my Tatum's data file. It's defaulted to the default location of Tatum's installation when it's installed on a non-64-bit machine. So if you don't have a 64-bit version of Windows, when you open this up, you should be able to just go over to the Data tab, click on Refresh, and it'll bring in your Tatum's data. As long as you've got tires and wheels information in there, that stuff's going to show up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the location of this data file. So I'm going to click on Tools and Networking, and this, I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to right click, choose Copy, and then close that. Come back over to the spreadsheet, and then click on the Data tab, and then Connections, and then Properties, and then Definition. And then I'm going to, right here where it says Data Source Equals, after the equal sign and before the semicolon here, I'm going to highlight all that, and then I'm just going to right click and choose Paste. So that's put in the current path. I'm going to click OK now, and then I'm going to click Close, and you can see it's brought in all that data from back-end database. So you can see here this is only showing 4 items for unit number 28, and over here we've got a total of 7 items. So the reason for that is it's only going to pull in, if you've got duplicate items, it's going to pull in the most current one for that duplicate item, for as far as installation location on equipment. So here we've got, so for example, right steering, and then we have a right steering here. So this one was in 2012, and this one was dated in 2016. So if we go back over here to the spreadsheet, we can see here that the right steering is only listed in there once for unit number 28. So the additional columns that I added to this spreadsheet, I put in there the install date, the odometer at installation. I also added the manufacturer, that wasn't in there before, and then we've added in the miles or kilometers on the tire since installation. All right, so that's there, and then we've also included an out of service column, so you can choose to view either your whole fleet or just out of service or in service fleet, right, or equipment. So if I click on that, and if I choose to unselect the select all, and then just choose the no, meaning that I want to see, I don't want to see equipment that's out of service. That means I only want to see equipment that is in service. I click OK there, and that's going to just show us all the equipment that is currently in service. You could do that with any of the columns if you want to narrow it down. If you want to narrow it down by specific equipment, or maybe particular makes, you can just narrow it down by a specific make, years, and so forth. And then you can obviously sort by these columns as well. If you wanted to look at stuff just installed over a certain date range, you could also do that by using the date filters here. Okay, So that is that. And then one more thing I wanted to show you real quick is the if for some reason that you can't link this spreadsheet up to your current data file, you may need to recreate the spreadsheet from scratch. And let me show you how to do that real quick. I'm just going to bring up Notepad. So I've got Notepad open here. I'm just going to expand that a little bit. And now I'm going to go into the spreadsheet here. I'm going to click on Data, Connections, Properties, Definition. I'm going to highlight this command text here. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put that over into Notepad. All right. So that is the query that brings in all that data. Okay. And now, so I'm going to, well, I'll go ahead and grab this path here, but I don't think I'm going to need that because I'm going to actually linking up to this in a different way. So let me go ahead, and I got that. And so let me go ahead and cancel out of this, close. I'm going to close out this current spreadsheet. I'm not going to save it. And now I'm going to create a new spreadsheet from scratch using that query that I copied in a Notepad. So I'm going to click on File and then New, Blank Workbook. I'm on the Data tab. I'm going to click on From Access over here on the left. So I'm going to click there. And then I'm going to go down to, I know this path was here. So actually I'm just going to paste that in there. And I'm going to click Open. And then I get this little pop-up thing. You might get something similar. And what you're looking for in this dialog is over in the Advanced, but it may or may not have an Advanced tab, but you might see some sort of a dialog that has these ability to check what type of permissions you're going to be accessing it with. So I'm going to uncheck Share Deny Write, and I'm going to check Share Deny None. So that just means that I'm not going to have any conflicts when I try to open that up. If Tatum's is already open, it might get a read-only error message if I haven't had it the original way. So I want to have that checked there. Then I want to click OK. Then I'm just going to click OK to select any table. It doesn't really matter what table is selected, but in the future, if you wanted to actually create your own queries or whatever, pull in data from scratch, you could select a table and pull it, the raw data into a spreadsheet. So I'm going to click OK there. And now I'm going to click Properties, and then Definition, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get this query that I pulled in, this SQL statement. I'm going to highlight all that, copy that. I'm going to paste that in down here where it says command text. So I'm going to overwrite this, I'm going to highlight that and then paste over that. I'm going to change the command type to SQL. And then I just want to make sure that the source looks about the same, well, the same as what I showed you before. So it's got our path in there, and it's got this mode Share Deny None. So we want to make sure that's kind of set that way. All right, so now I'm going to click OK, and then click OK. And now we can see that we've got the spreadsheet created from scratch. It doesn't have a name or anything. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to save it. So I'm just going to go File, Save As. And then I'm just going to go in here to my downloads, and this was the name of it, so I'm just going to call this New. You can put it on your desktop or anywhere you want, really. Save that, and now it's saved, and every time you open that up, it'll be linked up to your data file, and you can just click on Refresh if it doesn't refresh automatically to bring in the current data from Tatum's. All right, hopefully that's helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care.